Welcome back, everybody, and today we're back in Scrap Mechanic, back at it with part 2 of the Hovercraft build. Now, stay tuned till the end to see how this thing turns out, and make sure to comment down below if you think this was a success or not, and subscribe, because if we reach 555 subscribers, we will build a body for this thing and either make it look like a DeLorean or just a normal car, depending on which wins the vote. Also, comment down below what we should build next. Anyways, with that, let's get on with the build. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, after another 36 minutes of building, after the first video, which was over an hour and 20 minutes of building, we have this thing finished without too much more logic. It was just a lot of fine-tuning and balancing, and I've ended up using these small thrusters just because they will look much better. If we build a body for this thing now, in order for me to do that, we're going to need to reach 555 subscribers, only 15 more to go, so no time like now to subscribe. But now this thing actually works, and the spiderweb isn't that bad. It's basically just all for the leaning. These sensors were supposed to have a system to basically make them guarantee that they're always facing directly down, but just the double bearings just make them free swivel, and usually they will find their way pointing down. We have all of the leaning back here. We have just some simple independent suspension on the back, and then some double wishbone on the front. There are bearings here, which is under the concrete here. There are some things to adjust what angle these are on to even further fine-tune, right? Because these already have way more different settings. And then basically the fact that I can lean them in and out, not whilst flying like on some of my other flyers, but I can lean them in and out just under here. I just need to remove this little piece of concrete here, and then I can change the controller's values. And which basically means there's an infinite number of possibilities for how much thrust I can get, because the further out these go, right, the less upwards thrust I get. And so that means I didn't have to put too big of a brick of concrete onto this thing. Now, for what you guys have all been waiting for how this thing flies. Now first, how this thing drives. Actually, give me one sec. There we go. I had to turn the engine up a little bit. This thing does only have a level 3 engine, but this thing's not made for speed, let's be honest. This thing, it's more just like a gimmick. But, I mean, it's kind of cool, and I mean, it works, and if we make it look good, then that's always going to be good, right? But the suspension on the back has really, really long travel, whereas the front suspension doesn't have as big a travel. But, yeah, the rear suspension is kind of insane. I'm thinking about building a trophy truck, right, with this suspension. So do comment down below if you do want to see that, and make sure to like the video so I'm aware of that. Now, right now, neither leaning left or right, back and forth, only the steering suspension glitch is the only thing from the flying mode that actually works right now. But as soon as we enable number 3, which is flight mode, it will automatically start gaining altitude, and it'll go to a set height. But I was originally just going to have it with leaning, but then again, that's less realistic for a hovercraft to just lean back and forth, right, you know, to go forwards and back. I mean, that does work, but we have thrusters to... You can also lean back and forth, but we also have thrusters to help. I'm not sure why we are losing altitude. There we go. But, you possibly need to turn these thrusters up. Hold up. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to go somewhere so you can lean left, right, forwards, back, and then, of course, turn with the suspension glitch. This thing doesn't usually fly too high off the ground. Why? What is it doing now? It was working perfectly just, like, a few minutes ago when I was testing it right after the build. Oh, it might just be the terrain, honestly. But, it does hit the ground just a little bit sometimes, but, you know, we have suspension. I don't know what it's doing. I think it's the speed. And there we go, look at this. Flat ground and it's working fine. You can, I mean, you can turn, lean. Oh, that rock is awfully close. This is going to be interesting. Oh, boy. Okay, we have some altitude now. But as you can see, this thing hovers, and it crafts, and it flies. It does not fly, actually. And if you had a jump, I guess. It also drives. And that's why we have suspension right there. But yeah, if you enjoyed this build and you do want to see the body, of course, make sure to like and subscribe. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace!